Peyton? Eduardo? How to put the splash pans on, because a lot of, how do I get these on? You don't know. I'm going to put the clay on first. So I'm getting it down, I'm wedging it on, and I can pick this up with that. All right. Next thing, I'm going to put the splash pans on. The big one goes towards the back. I press down all the way, see how it's at an angle? I wiggle, 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 wiggle. Get it underneath all the way. Take this one, tip it up. Yes, I know, it's the wiggle, wiggle. Put it down, there we go. Let's see, do I have it on? No, I do not. The next problem you're going to have is people play with these switches sometimes, and they don't go. So we got to switch. Might have to go to the other wheel. Do I get anything? Is this on? Ah, that matters. There we go. That's the right way? Nope, wrong way. There we go. There we go. All right, I got the wheel going the correct direction. Next thing. Could one of you grab me, I forgot one thing, just that other orange bucket maybe. I need something to squeeze a little. Well, no, I'll be okay. I'll make a mess. All my buckets are missing. We'll be okay. I'll just make a mess. I normally have a bucket right here, but we'll survive today. So the first thing I'm going to do, no, I can't do this without, you guys aren't tall enough. Let me get this.
Do I? Oh, here.
Buckets for that. Yeah, but this will work today. All right. You get all the, notice how close I am. I'm all the way up against this. I'm not way back. I'm against it. All right. Squeeze out some water. I'm going to use this part of my hand and this part of my hand. And I'm going to press down first. My arms are hooked together to create a triangle. Ooh, and I don't have the bat on correctly. Where is it? There it is. I don't have a bucket up here. So I'm pressing down initially while pushing in a little bit. You laughing, but it's a lot harder than I make it look. All right, now I'm going to push in with this hand right here while pressing down a little bit with the other hand. We'll do it again. I like to do it 3 times. Don't let it wiggle you around. You're the boss of it, it's not the boss of you. I like to throw with like something that's as tall as it is wide in a cylinder shape. I find that to be the easiest to throw with. The next thing, I'll make sure my bottom of the edge is cleaned off. Clean it off. We'll get
I thought that if you touched the bottom te costabas.
I use my middle finger of my left hand.
Pero no creo porque la ando tocando.
My right hand is helping my left hand. I know that everything here is rude. I'm quite aware of it. It's just how it works. So I'm giving it the finger, pressing down. It has to be wet. You back out. Make sure it stays wet. And anyway, you go down. Measure. You don't want to go too deep. That's about deep enough because I'm going to go down a little deeper as we open up the vessel. So now it's pressure between 2 points. I'm going to be putting pressure between my long finger, my middle finger, and my thumb. I start at the bottom. I'm pushing in with my thumb initially. I'm squeezing out a little bit of water. Then when I get it up to my inside finger, I come up together. Then when I get to the top, I round off. And take my finger and roll it over. Notice how my right hand is holding on to my left to keep it even and steady and in a triangle. Cool. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to push in while squeezing out a bit of water and pulling up. And I'm going to round off the top a little bit so it stays even. I'm going to do it again.
Oh shit, I got a point. I stopped recording that way.
Okay, more water. Normally I have a thing of water right there. All right, you can tell I haven't thrown it in a while. So I'm coming down with my right hand. It's still pressure between 2 points. I'm straightening up the side. I could also do that with a throwing rib. There are tools you can use to do that. You can do it with a throwing rib. This is a throwing rib. You can take this tool and you can put it here and you can do this. And that gets it really straight, but I don't need to do that. I like it a little wiggly. So, actually I am. So, I used to think a lot of my goodness. So, here we go. We come in, we're going to get nice and wet. I'm going down, I'm going to use, I have to go 2 hands now because it's too big. I should have shown you a smaller one. I'm going to use my finger here and this knuckle right here. Pressure between 2 points. I'm going to come in, I'm going to push. It might be a little thick, I'm out of practice. I'm thrown since last semester. See how that peels off?
What the?
Here we are. I think I get one more pull. I'm still out of practice right now. All right, here we go.
Saturday coming up. No, so what time it is over Saturday? What time it is over Saturday? I'm tired. What is it? It was big out.
It's nice.
Oh, we making a vase? That's smart. No
¿Te mojaste? No. Como que se viene para acá.
Thrown better, thrown worse. All right. Next, I'm going to clean it up a bit because I use stripy clay. I use clay that is recycled. It's made from many colors. I like to buy different color clays for you guys and for me. And so when I recycle it, it comes up in different colors. So let's see. Let's use this one. I'll use a throwing rib initially because I need to clean up this bottom. I can do it with my fingers or I can do it with a throwing rib. You don't want that flange sticking out, so I'm going to take that off straight away. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this scraper and I'm going to come in and I'm going to scrape off all the loose clay so you can see all the colors of the stripes from all the layers of different colored clay. All right, clean this off so I can get another clean layer. And let's look at it. I think it looks pretty good except for that little flange I left on the bottom towards the bottom. I get that off. I'll have to put it next time. I'll put a bucket over it and put it next class or whenever. It has to dry a little bit. Inside looks pretty good. I want to take care of the lip. The lip is very important. So I'm going to take care of the lip real quick. All right, that's pretty good. One thing I don't like about this one is it's a little plain. I like mine to have more sculptural feel. I'm going to make it asymmetrical. Right now it's very symmetrical. I'm going to add some dents and things to it because I like to change mine up. Except for the strippies, they're kind of boring because they're too perfect. Things are more interesting when they're not quite right. And if you make it not quite right on purpose, it makes it more art. So I'm going to fix it a little bit.
Why are you wearing the soft volleyball shoes?
So I'm going to come back and I'm going to add some shapes to it. I like to put 3 dents in. It actually makes it feel better in your hand. So I always use 3 dents because I have arthritis. So I like to make it where it feels real comfortable in my hand and it adds visual interest. That was a little low. Here we are. And there we go. Yeah, I like my dents. When you look from above, it's more fun too. It's not boring. So it adds visual interest because you want to make these things art. I'm not just making craft. Mine are kind of a Japanese thing, but they're more arty than they are functional. That you can use them though. I use these all the time. There we go. Always clean off the bat, and then in a few hours I can finish that one up.
Okay.
Thank you.